जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन। यमुना तीरा बनचारी। यमुना तीरा बनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे। जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम। जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय। प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण एवरीबॉडी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् सद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवम् श्री राधा कृष्ण प्रधान सहगना श्री ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीना बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरांगे श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। नमामि विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रसादाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य स्थाने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाश्री गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम। Good morning, everybody. Still is good morning. Thank you for having the management to arrange this parikrama seminar. This is the last day. We covered 2 days. We had covered many of the forest of this parikrama. Rajmanul program is walking parikrama. I think we are in Iskcon. This Iskcon parikrama is the only one who walks 30 days in the Braj. Many other groups of our gurus, different gurus, bring their parikrama. They do parikrama, but they usually do by bus, and as well they go to one place and then come back in the evening to Vrindavan, our town. But this parikrama is walking parikrama whole month, and come. You start first day, leave Vrindavan, and you come return last day when the parikrama is over. So whole time you are in the jungle, in the forest, different places, staying there. And of course, we have facility. If you get sick, then we have facility of the transportation to bring you to the next station or bring you to Vrindavan where you can take a rest for a couple of days in case your body cannot take it. But we have in the program, we have the doctors. They have doctors for the ladies also, doctor for gents, and they have all the medicines are available in regular medicines, cold, cough, whatever. There we also have laundrymen. You don't have to wash your laundry. Can give the laundryman, give in the morning, pick up in the evening. Also, there is a mobile shop. You can buy regular some munching in the morning if you wanna, and you can buy their things, regular things if you need. And as I said, we also have massage machine, so you can have your feet massage, your body massage, whatever. Your machines are there. So, and you have your own bed and you have your own facility. You don't have to carry your luggage with you. It is luggage come next 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 place. Your luggage will be there. You have good water. Distillery they serve drinking water so that you don't want to drink water outside in case body cannot take it. So that will a good prasadam. Everybody loves prasadam. Feast every day. Yes. Every year in Kartik. This year in 2023 it will start on October 28 because of the Purushottam Mas. Oh. Purushottam. Because of the Purushottam Mas this year is late. So it will be cold little bit because in it doesn't end until October November 27th. So in November last 2 weeks usually it's cold. But you have huh? Not compared to here is not compared to here is nothing. But still, you keep the jacket and the warm clothes with you while walking in the morning. You need that. And bathrooms are there, toilets are there, portable toilets. So those things are there. Available. I mean, all facilities are there except walking. You have to just walk on your own. If you can't walk, then you come by transportation. That's facilities also there. Cannot make it. It's too much long distance. You think cannot make it, and you come by. Yes. Any other question? We have what we do is that what we do is after we reach there, you take a rest, you do your laundry if you have to, and then you have prasadam by 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon. We have good prasadam, full meal prasadam, and then we have classes, separate classes. English section is separate. English speaking who are also Russian, so they translate. We have translator. Separate classes we describe all what happened whole day, what places we visited. These places are discussed. Any question, answers, anything discussed. So, and if something we didn't cover from previous day, remind so we can talk about. Its purpose is to, beside walking, perhaps you want to know the places. You want to know what is it? Why am I here? Why am I walking around? What for what? So you want to know about those different pastimes, Christian pastime places. Yeah, so we discussed that. Any other question? Yes. 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 They probably did more than 1 month, but it was, yeah. Srila Prabhupada one time came to his parikrama when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj parikrama was in Koshi. Srila Prabhupada came there. He was a grihastha. He came. He stayed there, and then their day was that their main place was in Koshi for staying for 2 3 days, and from there they were going to the Sheshashai and come back. They go for darshan. So some the whole group will go, bring them for darshan of the Shesha and bring back. So arrangement was that either you want to stay here. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj didn't want to go that day, so he had arrangement that devotees who wants to go for darshan, they can go. And if they don't want to go, they can stay here and hear my lecture. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj said. So Srila Prabhupada didn't go to Koshi. He thought I would rather sit and hear. So that's where Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur told about Srila Prabhupada. This man like to hear me. That's good. Yeah. I don't know how many years that I don't know, but we have pictures of those when his whole group. I'm sure they're Bengali. All the Bengalis and all the Gujaratis they do practically parikrama every year. They have like every year they have some group doing parikrama. It's common for them. Yes. Yeah, I mean there are groups there, but yeah, some one or two groups walk. They walk all 30 days. Huh? Well, in this parikrama also, here also, people who are devotees who are coming from the west. If they are working, they have business. There's their place. then they cannot probably come whole month. So they come for 2 weeks, and then next year they can start from where they end up, where they have not completed the complete the next year. The rest of the which they are not in previous year, they do that. Some come whole year, depend on you, whenever you want. We also have a shuttle service. Some devotees just want to stay in Vrindavan. They don't want to camp out. So in the morning, the shuttle service bring to them from Vrindavan and walk with us to the parikrama and then go back in the evening. But you don't enjoy as you enjoy in while in parikrama because staying and mumming mangalarti and evening classes and all that, miss it, missing. It's like that. Another question? Average age. Ask Vishwambar. He started when he was what, 4 years or something like that? Yeah, he was 4 years and he started any deep parikrama. So it's, I mean, but we recommend that make sure that young boys who are they bring, make sure they're able to walk because we don't want them every day just lugging around with them in the truck and in the car. And they also disturb some, if the young kids are there, disturb, you know, and they have to be watched by their parents and all that. Once they do something, then we are responsible. Also, be careful about that. Any other question? Yes. Not even two of some many places you reach by 12 or 1 o'clock. You are there. And then you have your free time. After reaching there, you have free time to take a rest, whatever you want to do, read or chant, walk around, look around the places, and then prasadam, and then class, then nice class, and then evening program, evening arti, and Damodarashtakam also, and Gopi Geet. Every day we sing Gopi Geet at night in Kartik. And it helps. It is really because the whole thing is that the atmosphere there, that's the main thing. The atmosphere is so surcharged with spiritual energy that even though I externally look to be some dirty, but whole Raj is still surcharged with spiritual energy. So when you hear when you sing a Gopi Git, when you hear it, it's feel like you are here. This is where what things are happening. Or Damodar Ashtaka, when you sing, it is this is where this is where much is Sudha bound Krishna. Hmm? Right there, you are there. Okay. See? Right? Mhm. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's surcharge is one thing is surcharge is your spiritual, whole your life is surcharges to you feel it. You that austerity we perform in the Braj is thousand times more fruitful than austerity we perform anywhere else. So, so not necessary. If you want to, you can. If you don't, then you can wear shoes. Fine. They usually do it during the before Kartik. Their parikrama is over. Our parikrama starts usually. Another question. Yeah. But as we decided from this year, we're going to, because there are so many Bengalis, 700, 800 Bengalis. So from this year, we will completely separate for them because it's too much. Sorry, 70 or 80? 70, age of 70 or age of 80? No, as long as you walk. And if you're not able to walk, if you leave the body, you will leave the body in the parikrama, in the Vrindavan. What's the problem? If you leave, right? You go home, back to Godhead in the book in brush in the dust of Vrindavan. If that happens, good fortune if that happens. We have happened that. Happened that. Bengali song, Bengali, they were 80 and they left the body just like that. Yeah. Mhm. That's happened. This most fortunate person if that happens. To live just like that. Sorry. Yeah, but it's also Krishna also knows how much you have surrendered to him. It's not gonna be that you go to some devotees. I mean, I have to start a parikrama session. But some Indian, or they go to, oh, now I'm gonna go die in Vrindavan. But Krishna wants to know how much you have were kept in your bank balance and how much you have given to me. Krishna will see that too, right? How much you have surrendered. Yeah, thama prapadyante tamsam bhajam. Some people think they will Vrindavan, they will live in Vrindavan, but Krishna arranged such a way they go to Delhi hospital and they leave the body there. Or outside the Delhi, they outside Vrindavan, they go in the hospital, admitted, and they leave the body. Krishna is supreme intelligent. Yes, greatest cheater. Any other question? Well, walking will be together, but they will have their separate facility, everything separate, distance, staying, prasadam, their pot, everything separate. So they're not don't mix with people. You know. Well, this year because it's also a late starting, it's gonna be cold. But still, still we have 500, 600 easily. I have around 100, 150. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yes. Yeah. You mean how many are management group? We have quite a bit, more than 50, 60, 70, 50, 60, which are in different services. No, kitchen crew is they have more than 50, 60 just in kitchen. 40, 50. They come from Mayapur and good prasad. They cook best prasad. Yes, there are two tents and because one, if you're going to go today this place, then two, yesterday they already set up the tents there. And when we go there, the tents crew is already gone to tomorrow's place to set up for tonight. So tomorrow when you get tents has to be ready. Okay. Hmm. I don't. It's, hmm? No. I, yeah. Yeah. Para Brahma something. I have to. Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, he's in charge of the whole facility for all the devotees who are coming from different countries. Yes. I think I have 1 hour. I don't know. I have to go through whole this yet. But anyhow, first year we were international group only. We were, I think we have 150 devotees. We had 3 or 4 Maharajas, Jayadvaita Maharaj and other Maharajas were there at that time. And that was the first time, and we didn't know the path, we didn't know the way, we didn't know the different walkway. We knew where to go, but we didn't know. And we didn't even know we didn't even know that we have to worship Radharani. We thought we have to worship Hanuman because Hanuman goes like a wind, so we have to walk fast. We have to walk. So we were worshipping Hanuman first time, you know. Then we learned that we have to worship Radharani at this Radharani's place. This is Radharani's place. First year we were lost on the path. We reached our destination at 11 o'clock at night, walking, because we had lost our pathway, we didn't know. And the persons who asked the Brajvasi, they say, for them, their life is walking is like common, it's not like for us. Many of the Brajvasi do parikrama just in 2 weeks, whole parikrama. Hmm? And for them, walking 5, 6 kilometers is nothing, or even 15, 20 kilometers is nothing. So when we say how far is it, they would say just 1 kilometer too. But it's actually 4 or 5 kilometers. For them it's like 1 or 2. So they keep telling it's only nearby, it's nearby. We keep walking, and we don't know where we are going. So it was like that first year. This was in 87. First. But then, gradually we learn, and then we path of the. I mean, we had the original schedule as per Lord Chaitanya walk, but we didn't know the pathways to walk, which way to go, because it's not like pathways walking on the road. Is road is there. Sometimes we have to walk through the fields to go places, and sometimes those pathways are because of the rain or whatever. This pathway, you don't find it, so you have to figure it out sometime. But now our management, they are very expert. They know the path exactly, which way to go, how to go. Hmm. Anything else? Should I? Huh? He's still there, yeah. He's there. He doesn't walk much now, but he comes. Okay. Okay. So this is the whole parikrama. It is like in the lotus 12 forest. This is our Krishna Balaram temple, Srila Prabhupada Samadhi. This is the deities of Krishna Balaram temple, Radha Shyam Sundar Krishna Balaram Gornikai. We start from here. And this is all Vrindavan Parikrama. We already covered it, so I'm not gonna. This is Vrindavan, this is Mathura Parikrama. Covered it. Then we went to Madhuban, where Dhruv Maharaj performed tapasya. We covered that. Krishna Kund, Satrugna he established. From Treta Yuga, Satrugna's temple is there. He came here in Treta Yuga. Then we go to Santanukund on the way to Talvan where Krishna Balram killed Dhanukasura demon. That's where one. And Santanukund, King Santanu performed tapasya for having a son. His name was Bhishma. And Santanukund was Radhakund. And the way we stop at the place of Putna's birthplace. No money. And this is Radhakund. We stay in Radhakund 2 or 3 nights. We do Govardhan Parikrama from Radhakund. And also Radhakund appearance also comes at 12 midnight. We go to take a bath in Radhakund. And the Avirbhav appearance in Radhakund. This is all the Govardhan Parikrama, Kusum Sarovar, Manasi Ganga, Ganga Ki, Shankar Singh Kund, Govind Kund, famous Govind Kund, Surabhi Kund, Uddhav Kund. This is the Radha Kund Parikrama itself. Raghunath Das Goswami's Samadhi. This is where 24-hour Kirtan is going on. Janava Baitak, Radha Govind Dev, is Panch Tattva, Panch Pandava, 5 Pandavas in the form of trees are there. To notice the first times. Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Gopinath, Radha Krishna, and from there we went to big Chakreshwar Mahadev, and deep to go to Badrinath. Badrinath has Haridwar, Rishikesh, everything is here. Badrinath. Triveni Sangam, Yogamaya. From there we go to Kamya. We are here. In the Kamya one, we covered. In Kamya next Parikrama, we talk about that Bhojan Stali. This is where Krishna and Balram they used to slide young boys. So devotees also slide. Balram killed Vyamasura, Krishna killed Vyamasura demon. And now we were up to here last night. So now we going to Barsana. Barsana is the place of Radharani. Radharani, his father Vishvanu established this Barsana, and in that Kadam Khandi, these are all the Kadamba trees. Beautiful place. This is where all gopis, Krishna and Radharani used to meet. This is the Baba. It's a nice pastime about him. He used to do the parikrama in one day. 84 course parikrama in one day. He used to do. He was walking like a Hanuman. He was going so fast. He was doing that. I have to get his name. His name is Chatur. His name is, it's a famous pastimes about him. Should I tell? I just let him tell you. He had a big jata. What do you call in English? Big hair on the top he had. And he was doing parikrama so fast, walking like a wind blowing like that. And he would only drink little milk. He lived in the early morning from Vrindavan, and in the afternoon at the Rajbhog Aarti, 12 noon, he is in Kamyavan. So he covered all from morning And from Kamuna Darshi, he would walk and come back to Vrindavan at night. So one day he was walking. So Chatur, have to look at his name. So one day he was walking, his hair stuck in the special tree, stuck. And he just because he was so absorbed in the Radha Krishna that while he was walking, he was just walking, thinking Radha Krishna, keep walking. His whole concentration was the lotus feet Radha Krishna, Leelas. So he's stuck and he just standing there because his consciousness was that everything is happening by the Krishna is doing everything to me. It's happening by Krishna. It's Krishna Jarani. So he's keep standing there for 1 or 2 days without anything because he thinks, well, Krishna has tangled it, he has to come and entangle my hair. He has to come, he has done it. So Krishna, he was playing with cowherd boys there. And cowherd boys saw that this Baba is just standing for last 2-3 days. He's gonna die without eating anything. So this Krishna in the form of a cowherd boy came and said, "We see you here. What is standing here for? You're gonna die here. Last 2-3 days, and you sit standing like that." So he said, "Well, my hair is tangled." So Krishna is a cowherd boy. He said, "Can I entangle it?" He said, "No. Who has tangled it, he will come to entangle." But the boy said, "I'm Krishna." So he said, "How do I know you? How do I know you are Krishna?" So then the boy turned into Krishna with a yellow dhoti and with a peacock feather and everything. With Krishna, exact Krishna. So he turned and says, "See, now I'm Krishna. I'm Krishna now. Can I entangle?" He said, "No. I don't know which Krishna is in Mathura Krishna or Dwarka Krishna or Vrindavan Krishna. I don't know which Krishna you are. Because Mathura and Dwarka Krishna is Vasudev form. I don't know." So then when Radharani will come here and she will tell, she will tell me, she will be witness, understand, and she will tell then I. So Krishna says, "You are very intelligent, you know. So Krishna had to call Radharani. And Radharani came and Radharani came and she said, "Yes, this is the Shyam Sundar Krishna. He is my Shyam Sundar. Now can I entangle now your hair?" So she said yes. So both here you see Radha and Krishna both are there. They are entangled. This is happening Kadam Khand. Krishna's devotees are more expert than Krishna sometimes. So we call Uchagaon. Uchagaon is the place of Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi appear here on the top temple. Narayan Bhatt Goswami Samaj. Narayan Bhatt Goswami is called Brajacharya. Interesting about him is he is the one who found the pathway of walking whole Braj Parikramā. And at that time, this is a long time ago, and he had a deity, Radha Vinod, I think it was Radha Vinod, and he stays under the tree. He doesn't have anything else. And his deity he had in his neck, Kaya. So to show the pathway, Krishna come out from here, and he would with a stick, he would make a road, and he would walk that road. That is the pathway. And then when there was a places where there is a Ras dance performed, then Radharani will come out from here, and she would make a whole circle of them, and that's where he made a whole pathway of the whole Braj in all the different places. And how much close relationship you can have with your deity. Deity comes out and show the pathway. That's Narayan devotion. From Barsana, Radharani's place is Barsana. So first we go to Radharani. And with the permission of Radharani, you go to Krishna. To approach Krishna, we have to first approach Radharani. And to approach Radharani, we have to approach Lord Nityananda. If you approach Lord Nityananda, he make happy. Lord Nityananda will take you to Radharani. Radharani will take you to Krishna. So that's why Lord Nityananda is Balram. Balram is the original spiritual master, Adi Guru. We pray to Lord Nityananda. When we please Lord Nityananda, he will take Lord Chaitanya. Because we cannot approach Lord Chaitanya directly. Raghunath Das Goswami could not do it. We had to first satisfy Lord by Manihari festival. That's when Lord Nityananda said to Raghunath, you are a thief. You are a thief. You're going without my permission to go wrong. You cannot do it. Then Lord Nityananda put his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath, then he was free. So now we are going to Nandagaon. Nandagaon is Chaurasi Gram, Dhawarwan. These are all in Barsana. Oh, this is the Mayur Kutir. This picture originally is done by the painter who was blind. And that painting is still there, blind. That means we have third eyes. The third eye is giving the direction how to go. So this Krishna and Radharani is in the form of a peacock. In the peacock form, they are dancing, both Radha and Krishna. The blind devotee have painted this. And this is the main temple in Barsana, Radharani's temple. Now we are going to Nandagaon. Philip Walker this water is of turmeric. It becomes yellow. Once a year, this water becomes yellow because Radharani had a turmeric in her hand. Because when the boy is gonna get married with a girl, then the boy's side from the boy's side they put the turmeric on the hand of the girl. So Mother Jasoda had put the turmeric on the hand of Radharani when she was in Barsana, and she was returning home, and her hand still has a turmeric. When she go to home, people will see her hand turmeric, means they will think, oh, she's gonna get married. So she put her hand in this lake, and her whole water became yellow, turmeric. And they said once a year, the water this becomes completely yellow, still at present. This is a Prem Sarovar. This Prem Sarovar is filled up with the Asru eyes, the tears of Radha and Krishna. And Krishna tears filled up. This whole pastimes about it. They have built up nicely now, nicely renovated. This is Prem Sarovar. Uddhava Khyari, this is where Uddhava came. The Krishna had sent a message with Uddhava, if you know from Krishna book. So this is where Uddhava met to all the gopis, and he's telling Krishna's in Mathura. He's talking about that. Uddhava is describing Krishna's, because Uddhava is a spiritual master, is a disciple of Brihaspati, very learned. Uddhava was very learned, but he didn't know he didn't realize the love of Brajvasi. He didn't realize love of Brajvasi is so much committed. So Uddhava had come actually, he had come only for 1 or 2 days, but he stayed for a long time. And he was talking his philosophy. He was philosophically he was trying to convince Nand Maharaj, Yashoda, and all the gopis that Krishna is supreme. He's everywhere. He's Bhagwan. He's here. Why have to lament about him? So they said Krishna is not Bhagwan for us. For Brajbasi, Krishna is not Bhagwan. Krishna is not Supreme Lord. For them, Krishna is there either as a son or as a friend or as a lover. That's what they know Krishna. They don't know Krishna as a Supreme. So he said, keep your philosophy there. Please don't tell us philosophy to us. So this is Uddhava carried this way. Uddhava exactly looked like Krishna. And he wore he only wore the dresses, leftover dresses of Krishna, only that he wore all the time. He looked like Krishna. This is Nanda Maharaj with his two sons, Krishna and Balaram. Yashoda Kund, where Yashoda would come to take a bath. Nrsimhadev temple, this is oldest deity, 5,000-year-old deity. And Nanda Maharaj used to worship Nrsimhadev. Why would the father of a son who is the Supreme Person of Godhead worshipping Nrsimhadev? Why? Nrsimhadev is his son anyhow. He worship because he doesn't see Krishna as the Lord. He doesn't see his son as a Lord. He sees he's my son. I have to protect him. So how can I protect? I have to worship Lord Nrsimhadev. Please, Lord Nrsimhadev, protect my son. So this deity is doing that. Nandavan, this is where the Krishna Balaram, this is the palace of Nanda Maharaj when they stayed. Here is a temple with Krishna Balaram, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. Krishna Balaram is there in the middle. Both are holding, both are black. See? Yes. And the hill. Pavan Sarovar, this is where Sanatan Goswami Bhajan Kutir, beautiful Pavan, beautiful lake to take a bath. And from Nandagaon, we go to Kokilavan. But on the Kokilavan, we come to Aseshwar Mahadev. There's another pastime about it. Lord Shiva only wanted to have a Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee. He only meditates on Krishna, meditates on Ram. So he's waiting here for darshan of Krishna, Aseshwar, with desire. Ted Kabram, this is where Rupa Goswami wrote Nectar of Devotion here at Ted Kabram. Ujjwal Nilamani, many of the books he wrote here, and the beautiful place, nice Ted Kabram, covered with all the trees. Looks beautiful. When you go there, if you want, you probably don't want to leave that place. Beautiful, all covered with the trees, sand, and nice lake. And just want to feel like let me just be here for a while. And then Javat, this is the place, Radharani. She was married to Abhimanyu, so this is the place. Abhimanyu is the shadow of Krishna. Krishna has no shadow. Abhimanyu is his shadow. Yes, Krishna himself is no shadow, but Abhimanyu is his shadow. Yes. And then we go to Kokilavan here, beautiful place. Unfortunately, they have the sunny Dev, Saturn. People worship Saturn, as you know, probably Westerners. People worship Saturn. Sunny, they have some difficulty with sunny, Saturn. They worship. So now this has become famous out there. This is the sunny Dev, Saturn. Saturday, big gathering there. People come and they offer to Sunny Dev, they offer the oil, the mustard oil. They bathe him with mustard oil, keep pouring in. There is whole pastime about it. Hmm. Abhadyantana Devata. Yes, yes, yes. Hmm. People worship demigods as per different desires to fulfill the desire of worship. But they don't go, but many Delhiites and all, they come, they have problem with the sun, Saturn. You know, people have different graha, different planets, difficulty. So they to solve the difficulty they go. So they come to Sunny to worship Saturn. Even Westerners are also into it now. Westerners are also into this. This I have deep this difficulty planet and that difficult planet. Now to wear this ring and now to wear that ring and with different stones. So this is Kokila, but the whole pastime is Kokila. Krishna in a form of a cuckoo. He makes a noise. He makes a sound of the cuckoo. Beautiful. Cuckoo sound is very beautiful. Hmm? Very sound you don't want to hear. Kokila, yes. No. Kokila means cuckoo. Okay. Cuckoo bird. Hmm. And then to attract Krishna. Whole purpose is to attract Radharani. So Radharani's place is nearby, so attract Radharani, so Radharani can come. Then we go to, because before we used to, in the middle time, there is also a Srila Prabhupada, this happens, the celebration in the middle of November. Before we used to come to Vrindavan, so this is, it's showing. But we don't come to Vrindavan. Then from there we to Khadirvan. Khadirvan is Loknath Goswami's Samadhi, and this is where Krishna killed Bakasura demon. This is the Bakasura demon killed by Krishna here in Khadirvan. Then we go to Seshashai. On the Seshashai, there is a battalion sitting place. This is where in the mountains you find the different footprints. All the animals and Krishna and all footprints you can find even at present. You can go and darshan and touch. Charan Pahari. Seshashai. This is Krishna in the form of Seshashai, Garbhodakshai, I think Shirodakshai or Shirodakshai Vishnu. Krishna actually, this is Krishna. He is Krishna is the supreme. From there is the Nara and Vishnu. From there, all this expansion happens. Hmm? So, and Krishna fulfilled the desires of all the Brajvasis. So Krishna, one time he left in the middle of the Ras dance, he left. And the gopis say, where were you gone? So Krishna said, I had gone to save my devotee. My devotee is performed tapasya, gone. So then after that, what happened? He said, I went to the bank of this bank, and I just was lying there, sleeping there. So Krishna, Gopi says, show us that form. So Krishna is in the form of this, and he had all the cowherd boys as a demigods, and Radharani in the form of Lakshmi massaging the feet. This is the original Radharani. So that means from Radharani is the Lakshmi, Saraswati, they are expansion of Radharani. Hello? They all are expansion of Radharani ultimately. Lakshmi, Saraswati, all of them. Durga, all of them. See? So Radharani is here from Lakshmi. Lakshmi cannot become Radharani. Radharani can accept the form of Lakshmi. So here original Radharani is in form of Lakshmi, and here is in the middle of, see, there is Brahma. Brahma coming out from the navel of the Level of the Garbhodak Vishnu. In the middle is Brahma, yellow. Then from Seshasai we go to Shergarh, and from Shergarh we go to Chirghat. Now on the Chirghat we come to Ramghat. This is where Lord Balram had come, and he had his Ras dance with his own gopis, and he wanted to have a boat vihar in the boat in the Jamuna. So he called Jamuna. Jamuna would not come, so he pulled Jamuna with a hull, with his plow, and Jamuna is begging for his mercy. Allowing his forgiving. It is very good. And there is a nice temple there where Balaram is there in the here with the garland. And this is on the bank of the Jamuna. Beautiful scene, nice, beautiful place. Scene to see. Well, Ram God, they call him as a Ram, Ram Balram. This is still on the west side, yes. Kilanban, this is where Krishna Balram would play. Balram Kund is there. Biharvan, Krishna Radha may have their pastimes. Akshay Vad, this is the what? Look at the tree. This tree is 5,000-year-old tree. Yeah, banyan tree. What means a big tree? Banyan. It's a big tree. This tree was going all the way crossing Jamuna. So 'cause sometimes the cowboys will just cross Jamuna just on the tree. And they would hang their lunches on the tree and they would play around. They play the games. That's a beautiful place. Big tree still there. This is where the Tapovan, this is where all the gopis perform Katyayani Vrat. If you all remember, if you have come across, Katyayani Vrat was performed by the gopis to have Krishna as the husband. It is a chapter in a Krishna book. Look at the Katyayani Vrat. So this is the whole pastime is there. Little girls perform the pastime Vrat. They perform for 1 month. They took a vow, and they worship the Katyayani Devi that will come. But they would come here at night in the cold. Katyayani Vrat is usually in December, heavy cold. And these all little girls would come on the bank of the Jamuna, take a bath, and worship Katyayani and ask Katyayani to have Krishna as their husband. So this is the Tapovan. Tapovan is a place where perform tapasya. This is where they would come on the bank. This is on the bank of the Jamuna. They perform 1 month like that. Every day they would come and worship. And this is a Chirghat. This is Katyayani Devi. They worship. This Devi is still there. 5,000-year-old is speaking. This is on the bank of the Jamuna. Beautiful place. See? As Krishna is on the top and he had taken all the clothes of the gopis. Because gopi put their clothes on the bank and they went to take a bath. So Krishna took away all the clothes. And from Chirghat we cross Jamuna now. Chirghat 2 we go to Nandaghat. We cross Jamuna. Before we go to Nandaghat, when Nand Maharaj performed Ekadasi Vrat and he was caught by Varun Dev. If you all know from Krishna book. Someone of the read Krishna book, you will know. So we go to Bhadravan. This is where Krishna killed the Vatsasura demon. Vatsasura is a demon came in the form of a calf. And Krishna killed this demon here, Vatsasura. Yeah. This is the Bandirvan. This is a beautiful place. This is where Lord Brahma performed the marriage ceremony of Radha and Krishna. Where is Lord Brahma? Radha Krishna. And Krishna's one hand is with flute, another hand is like this, on Radharani's head, putting the when they get married, husband put on the forehead of the wife the what do you call it, kumkum, hmm? So, sindur. So Krishna's hand is like that. The deity is like that. His one hand is there, another hand is on the Radharani's head, putting the sindur. Lord Brahma. This is Lord Brahma performing the marriage. Radha Krishna. Balram temple is there. Renukup. This is the Balaram Krishna with his flute. He dig the whole well. The water is still, they say once a year the water becomes completely milky. At certain time. From Shiva, this is where Krishna used to play his flute and call his cows back. And from there we go to Mansarovar. Belvan, this is the Belvan on the way, one of the 12th forests. This is where Lakshmi is performing tapasya to enter in the last dance of Krishna, but she is not allowed. Because she wants to have the we have to follow in the footsteps of Brajvasis, the gopis, and she doesn't want to, because Lakshmi is opulent. She has opulences. She doesn't want to give up that opulences. She's not allowed, but still she's performing tapasya. Yeah. Lord Chaitanya also came there. And this is the Man Sarovar, where Radharani is in the Man. This is the Man Sarovar where Lord Shiva wanted to enter in the Ras dance, but he was not allowed. He said, you have to enter, you have to become the gopi. So he came and took a bath in this, and he turned into gopi and entered in the Ras dance. His whole pastime. And this, now we go to another 12th, another 11th forest. This is Lohabal. This is where 18 times Jarasandh, you all know from Krishna book, right? Jarasandh came, Magadha, king of Magadha. 18 times he attacked Krishna, and 18 times Krishna had finished all his everything. And then last, Krishna decided, just let me go. So he left the battle, and it's called Ranchod. He went to, he established Dwarka. So he left. No. Yeah. It's like Muhammad. Yeah. 17 times he did it. There is whole pastime about it. Because Jarasandh was he's a worshipper of Brahmana. He worshipped Brahmanas at the same time. So he would ask for the benediction of the Brahmanas. And every time Brahmanas give him benediction that you will win the war, but every time he lost the war with Krishna. So last time, 18th times, Jarasandh told the Brahmanas that this time if I lose, I'm going to kill all of you. Hmm. So to fulfill that, not to be killed, Krishna decided that I should leave. I should not fight with Jarasandha. So Krishna just left so that Brahmins are saved. And top of that, Jarasandha every time he came with all other king. He bring all the demon kings with him to fight. So that way Krishna was also killing all them at the one time. Hmm. Krishna one action fulfill many purposes. So, so that's when it is Lohaband. And from Lohaband, the last forest we go is Mahaband. This is the last forest. This is Bande Anandi. Yeah. Yeah. This is the Baladev. This is the original deities established by Krishna's great grandson, Vajranath. He had established Govinda Dev, Keshav Dev, Baladev, and Haridev, and Vrindadevi. Remember, this is Krishna's great grandson, 5,000 years ago. He had established this. But only Baladev is in Braj. All others are outside of the Braj. They are no more. And of course, Vrindadevi is in Kamyavan. Keshav Dev is not there, Govind Dev is not there, but Haridev is not in Braj. They are outside. The, they removed because of the Muslims' attack. They were moved in Rajasthan area. So this is the original Baladev. It's still there. Dauji. Chintaharan, Mahadev, Chintaharan to remove all the anxiety. So when if you have any anxieties, please go there. Pray to go to Chintaharan Mahadev, pray to remove all the anxiety. Mother Jasoda had anxiety of Krishna, so she would go pray to Mahadev, Chintaharan Mahadev. To remove the anxiety. And this is the Brahman Ghat. This is a famous ghat on the bank of the Jamuna. This is where Srila Prabhupada went and took a bath. And this is where Krishna had ate butter and Krishna had ate dirt. So Mother Jasoda said, open your mouth and show me your mouth. And what Krishna saw in his mouth and what Mother Jasoda saw in her mouth, his mouth, whole universe. This is what they are showing. Suraja is saying the whole eighth chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. And she saw everything. She even seeing herself in the mouth of Krishna. And then from Brahman Ghat we go. Last place is the Raval, which is the birthplace of Radharani. Radharani appear here in Raval. Ukhalbandan. This is the mortar tying up the Krishna with a rope. The mortar. Ukhalbandan. See, Damodar Lila. It is Yamalarjuna trees. Krishna is tying up Krishna. This is the palace of Mandamara, Chora, 84 pillars. Palace is still there. This Brahman Jayati, this is where Krishna and Balaram and all the power boys used to play in the sand. So our devotees are also playing in the sand here, rolling in the sand. No, this is that Krishna Balaram in Vrindavan. This is in this called Raman Jayati in Mahavan. That's called Raman Jayati. And this is the birthplace of Radharani, Raval. And Raval from back to we go to Vrindavan. So I wanted to talk one pastime, but I think 15 minutes. I want to talk about the fruit lady. Remember from Krishna book? Fruit lady. So what happened is that This fruit lady, I will just tell you now, we have our 15 minutes. She was lower class, born in lower class, aborigine class. Hmm? And she would bring she had a fruits and she would sell the fruits. She would cross the Jamuna and go to Krishna's place in that village and she would sell the fruits. But she had a miscarriage. So if all the ladies probably know that when the ladies have miscarriage and when they see other lady who is a child, they are psychologically, their mind is affected. Hmm? When they see other lady with the child playing with the child and she had a miscarriage, her mind is completely absorbed in that I lost my child. So that was this girl was situation. So the one Brajvasi told her, why don't you go to the Nandgaon? There is a beautiful young little boy, beautiful young boy. Go to him to get your anxiety over. So she would come to sell the fruits, and she knew she would come and she would go around. Instead of in India, if you know, the people when they sell the fruits, there's a fruit wala, hmm, chai wala like that fruit wala. Hmm. So this lady, instead of calling fruit, she would call out. Her mind was absorbed in Krishna, the Govinda. She would call out the Govinda Damodar Madhveti, Govinda Damodar Madhveti. She would call out instead of selling the fruits. She would call out that because she wanted to see this little boy. So it did see this one day she's roaming around whole Krishna's village and just roaming around, just calling out instead of selling the fruits basket on her head, and she is calling out instead of selling a fruit, she's calling out Govinda Damodar Madhveti, Govinda Damodar. And this happened first day. No, Krishna didn't come because Krishna is in the palace, and he is little boy. He's only two and a half year 2 year boy, young little boy. So, but Krishna is also he's supreme person of God and he is omnipotent, omniscient. He knows what's happening. He knows what's happening within our heart at present. So the second day, lady did it, and Krishna doesn't come. Third day, she had decided if Krishna doesn't come this year, then I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna commit suicide. She decided. So she is outside the Krishna because she's not allowing herself because she's aborigine. She's from the lower class. But Jasudha would not allow. But Krishna is hearing that this lady has come with the fruits. So Krishna is making a plan to go away while Mother Jasudha is doing something else. But Mother Jasudha will ask, where are you going? Where are you going? So Mother Jasudha was busy at that time and he knew the barter system. Before there was a barter system. In barter system, there is no money involved. Barter system, you have something, you give it to me, and I have something which you don't have it, I give it to you in the exchange. So at that time there was barter system. There was no money currency involved. It's exchange of whatever you don't have, I have it, I gave you, and whatever you have, I don't have it, you give me. Right. So Krishna knew this. Krishna had he was the son of a Nand Maharaj. They had a grains, whole pile of grains. So he took 2 year. Imagine 2 year young boy is taking the grains from the like this, and he's going because I will give these grains to the lady, and she will give me the fruits. So while he is going, little boy, how much the grains gonna leave in the body, in the hand, little boy carrying the grain. So while he's walking, grains are already fallen, only couple of grains, yeah, left. So he's going, sneaking away like little kids have a tendency to sneak away from the parent, from the mother. He sneak away, and he ran to this lady, and he said, give me the fruits. Here is I have given to you. But this lady was just her consciousness was just to see him. That was her consciousness. So she was so happy to see him, very happy. And she is telling him, call me, you call me as mother. And he's thinking, if I call mother, any of the cowherd boys will hear. I call her mother, then they will tell the mother Jasoda. So which mother are you talking about? There is no mother. I am the only mother, she will say. And then she said, sit on my lap because she had that love for Krishna as a Vatsalya. She wanted to be, you know. And he was looking around and sees aborigine lower class. If the other cowherd boys will see, other boys, my friends will see I'm sitting in her lap, they will report to Jasoda, to my mother that he said. So he just sat for just 1 second and got out, calling her mother and got out to make her to satisfy her. So she was so happy and she was so absorbed, so much absorbed in that. Just by imagine, Lord is sitting in your lap, calling out to as a mother. That's what she wanted because she had that her consciousness completely changed. And then he gave the here is grain, but if there was only one or two grains were left, and she gave so much fruits, and he little boy is holding some fruit, and then he went inside and he gave to Mother Jasoda, here is fruit, and there were so many cowherd boys there. How can the how many fruits he can carry, little boy? But all the cowherd boys were satisfied with fruits. They expanded all the fruits, so many fruits. And this girl, in the exchange of that little fruits, the boy Krishna filled up whole her basket with all the diamonds and jewelry and ruby and sapphire and all filled up all the basket, whole her basket with so much, you know, jewelry, billion and billions of dollar worth of jewelry. He filled up her basket, but she was not. She just sitting there whole until evening. She just keeps sitting and she's thinking Krishna is gone, but her consciousness is in Krishna. Once you have a Krishna, what is the what jewelry you have? What is going to make a difference? If you get a diamond, then what is the use of other, fake diamond? What is the use? If you got the real diamond, she got real diamond. So until evening, she's sitting, and the people are seeing that keeps sitting here. You have to go home. So some people remind her, "You go home now. Please go home. It's evening time." So she's walking with a heavy basket on her head. And finally, she had to cross the Jamuna. She comes on the bank of the Jamuna and she puts her basket down and she sees all whole basket is filled with, you know, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayachati. With love and devotion, she gave something to Krishna and Krishna gave her thousands times more, thousands and thousands. So the point is with love and devotion, you offer to Krishna something, even little bit. You offer with your one hand, Krishna will give you with 10 hands. There is no loss in giving Krishna. That's the point. Hmm? Then she was so absorbed that she threw all the jewelry in the Jamuna. She didn't care for it. Yeah, she can't, and she left her body there. Nobody saw her from there on anymore. And she went back home. Krishna brought her. So the whole point is that whatever we give to Krishna is never lost. It's always this is there in a 10th canto. Fruit lady, where fruit lady. So this is the first time I describe in a short. Okay. Any questions? So we covered everything, I think. Thank you to management for allowing us. Yes. himself. Mm, 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 mm. So you have to plan it to come. So you did 1 week, huh? How old were you? You were a little girl? I see. Mm, mm. Share your experiences with other young boys, young girls. Share your experience with them so they can come experience. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know that. Really. I must have seen, I'm sure. Any other question? Comments? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is the 10th canto, 11th chapter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Acharya's commentary. Any other question? One year in the COVID, we couldn't do it, but we did. Some of our devotees did it just to continuation. They did it to continue. Three, four, five devotees, they walked, they continued because we wanted a continuation. We didn't want to stop. So on behalf of all devotees, they did it for 1 year. And then next year we did. We started. But we were allowed only. We are on at that time we were only allowed 300 devotees because of the government restrictions. But then from last year is we are last more than 1,000. Yes. Read the book and ask. We have classes. We ask at that time. We talk about each class. No, I don't have it. It is heavy book to bring carry. But I know Smita Krishna Maharaj has in his room because he came 3, 4 times. I think he did 5, 6 times for it. I think. You can come when you come. You can buy it. Smita Krishna Maharaj has in his room if you want to look at it. I saw on his book stand. No, not for sale. His copy. Mm. His copy is there if you want to look at it. When you come, ask him. Or someone has a key. Any other question? Yes. Every year in Kartik, beginning of the Kartik it starts, end of the Kartik is over. Same every year. You have to just know when the Kartik starts. Yes, this year it will be cold because of the Purushottam Mass. It will start October 28 and November 27 ends. middle of the November it starts, school starts. But next year regular it will be warm because in the beginning. Yeah, midday is always warm, but in the morning, no, it's cold, and you are in the forest. You are not in the city. You are walking in the forest. It's cold. Of course, you all from here won't feel cold. For you all will be it's like summer. For us coming from Florida is cold. Another question. Okay, 12 o'clock. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the management for allowing us to make presentation. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions, you can meet personally if you like.